Using the right supplements every single day can do two very important things for your thyroid. The first is to keep your thyroid gland healthy so you can prevent future thyroid problems from occurring. And the second is to support your thyroid if you already know you have thyroid problems. In other words, help it function normally as if it were already healthy. But what's interesting is that you simply aren't going to be able to get every single thing that your thyroid needs in one single supplement. It's just not possible. That's because your thyroid requires no fewer than 13 different nutrients all by itself. But more importantly, other systems also impact its function. So what this means is that you can take supplements designed for your thyroid, but if you miss out on these other supplements and systems, you're missing out on a lot of potential benefits. The good news is you can support both your thyroid and all of these other systems which indirectly support your thyroid with 5 different supplements. And we're going to be talking about those right now. The first supplement on the list is a high-quality multivitamin. Multivitamins provide a broad array of different nutrients that are meant to fill in the gap from what you're not getting from your diet. And even if you are somebody who is eating a healthy, nutritious, whole food-based diet, there's still a high chance you're not getting all the nutrients that your thyroid needs due to issues like soil depletion of nutrients. The reality is that more than just your thyroid requires these nutrients, which means that taking a multivitamin will provide benefits to more than just your thyroid gland. But if you are trying to specifically support your thyroid, then you will want to make sure that your multivitamin contains the following: a therapeutic dose of magnesium, zinc, selenium, vitamin A, iodine, and vitamin B12. Obviously, you want your multivitamin to contain much more than just these nutrients, but these are the nutrients that your thyroid gland needs the most. Most standard 1-capsule multivitamins simply won't cut it because you can't cram all of the nutrients that you need into one capsule. A high-quality multivitamin will not only have a high number of nutrients, it will also contain therapeutic levels of those nutrients as well. In order to get to this level, you're probably going to have to take 3 to 4 capsules per serving. This is because you can only cram about 500 milligrams worth of ingredients into any single capsule, and your thyroid gland has more requirements than what you can fit into just one capsule. Number 2 is protein powder. I'm a huge fan of protein powders in general, but especially for people who are trying to support their thyroid gland. Here's why. Drinking a protein shake every day essentially eliminates the need for one entire meal with a super easy, delicious option. This means it's easier for you to stay on track with your diet, which means better health overall. Beyond this massive benefit, there's also a strong connection between your muscle mass and thyroid function. More muscle mass means better thyroid function, which means a higher metabolic rate and a leaner body composition. And because it's very unlikely that you're meeting your daily protein intake needs, a protein shake makes a lot of sense to help you get there. I personally take 40 grams of protein every single day to help support my thyroid health and muscle mass. I'd recommend getting 20 to 25 grams of a plant-based protein powder if you're trying to support your thyroid gland. But you can also opt for different types of protein depending on how well your body tolerates them. If you have a thyroid problem, then opting for a plant-based protein powder is usually your best starting point. If you don't have a thyroid problem and you're just trying to make sure your thyroid stays healthy, then whey might be also a good option to consider. Number 3, we have omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential, which means your body can't produce them and you must get them from your diet. One of their main purposes is to protect your cells by supporting the cell membrane, which surrounds every single one of the cells in your body. And while omega-3s don't have a direct impact on thyroid function like some of the other supplements we've discussed, they do have an indirect impact on thyroid function. This is in large part due to the effect that omega-3 fatty acids have on inflammation. Low levels of omega-3 fatty acids are associated with higher levels of inflammation, which means worse thyroid function. Inflammation reduces the strongest and most powerful thyroid hormone in your body, known as T3. It also increases your risk of developing thyroid gland inflammation and thyroid gland autoimmunity. Consuming omega-3 fatty acids will balance the ratio of omega-6 fatty acids to omega-3 fatty acids found inside of your body. The ideal ratio is about 3 to 1, and most Americans are getting about 25 to 1 in their diet right now. Taking omega-3 supplements can drive down that ratio and provide additional benefits to boot. Increasing omega-3 fatty acid intake has been shown to have a positive effect on symptoms like brain fog, depression, energy, metabolism, and even the health of your hair, skin, and nails. Try to get as much omega-3 as you can from your diet from things like fish, flax, and chia, and make up the difference with omega-3 fatty acid supplements like fish oil. For most people, if you combine diet with 1 to 2 grams of fish oil supplements taken every day, you will be able to drive down that omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acid ratio, lower inflammation, and improve your thyroid health. You can also potentially take much higher doses than just 1 to 2 grams, especially if you're trying to treat issues like depression, autoimmunity, or other inflammatory conditions. Number 4, we have vitamin D. Even if you hate the idea of taking supplements, you have to respect the fact that so many people out there right now are vitamin D deficient. It's hard to get exact numbers, but we estimate that 1 billion people around the globe are vitamin D deficient. And I can tell you from my own experience in testing hundreds of people that it is very rare to ever find someone with a normal vitamin D level. And vitamin D deficiency increases your risk of multiple medical conditions in addition to multiple thyroid problems. When it comes to your thyroid, low vitamin D levels increase your risk of developing Hashimoto's thyroiditis, Graves' disease, and even thyroid cancer. And this is just the risk it poses to your thyroid. It doesn't include the overall risk that it poses to your health, including things like depression, fatigue, autoimmune disease in general, and so on. In a perfect world, you'd be able to get all the vitamin D that your body needs from sunlight alone, and you wouldn't even need to supplement. But that isn't possible for most people, so supplementing makes a lot of sense. The type of vitamin D that you want to take is a vitamin D3 supplement, not a vitamin D2 supplement, and the dose is anywhere between 1,000 and 5,000 IUs taken every day. It's best to check your 25-hydroxy vitamin D level prior to supplementing with vitamin D to see how much you need to take. But if you can't do this or it's not available to you, then supplementing with 1,000 to 2,000 IUs of vitamin D3 is usually pretty safe. Number 5, we have a probiotic. Everybody knows that gut health is important for your entire body, and this is also true of your thyroid gland. Improving your gut will impact your thyroid by improving the immune system, balancing the gut microbiome, increasing the absorption of nutrients both from food and from supplements, and by increasing the activation of thyroid hormones. Put simply, better gut health means better thyroid health. And one of the best and easiest ways to improve your gut health is by taking a daily probiotic. Contrary to what you might have been told, probiotics only work for a short period of time and typically do not colonize the GI tract. Beneficial probiotic species provide benefits to your gut as they pass through the intestinal tract, but they typically do not stick around. While they pass by, they exert their beneficial effects by supporting the good and healthy bacteria and by antagonizing the bad or unhealthy bacteria in your gut. This is why taking a probiotic will only help you temporarily and why you will continue to need to take one every day. Some species, like soil-based organisms, do stick around and provide long-term benefits because they colonize the GI tract. If you're trying to support your thyroid, then using a combination of probiotics that act in the short term and the long term is your best option. This means using a combination of both soil-based organisms and lacto and bifido species. Taking these 5 supplements every single day will provide huge benefits to your thyroid by keeping it healthy and active. And for those wondering, yes, these supplements can absolutely be used if you already have a thyroid condition like hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism. And by the way, if you're interested in optimizing your thyroid function, I'd recommend checking out this video next, which discusses the worst supplements that you could possibly take for your thyroid.